Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass is back. Tuesday, July 30th, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd. 3 big shows. The biggest pain ever, all happening at White River Amphitheater. What a lineup, man. What a lineup. Steve's even excited.
I'm super pumped, man. Get to see Slipknot again.
Yep.
Really excited to see Corrosion of Conformity for the first time.
Yeah.
And Gojira.
Oh, Gojira. You got Volbeat, you got Disturbed, you got Marilyn Manson, you got Rob Zombie. Like Steve said, Slipknot. I mean, this is a hell of a show. Lots of great local bands playing.
Yeah, I'm happy to see some of our friends getting an opportunity to play on that big stage, like Woodshed, System 7, Pound, Superfecta, Witch Ripper.
It's going to be good, dude. It's going to be really good. And you know what you want. You want those tickets. Get them. LiveNation.com. $2 from each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation. All the info for Pain, KISW.com.
Let's play Beat Mix.
It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Mix. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Mix. You're a loser.
It is time to Beat Mix. It's time to pump it up for Monday. Let's get pumped up for this Monday, because that weather out there looks like crap. Or at least overcast.
This past weekend.
I know. Yeah. Like, it was very nice. Even through Mother's Day, it looked a little bad in the morning, but it ended up being nice and sunny down in Tacoma. I don't know about where everyone else was, but it was nice for us. Yeah, well, you know, hey, the weather's resetting itself a little bit. You know, it's going to be cool.
Wait, it's not summer yet?
Get some rain, but, you know, not horrible.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well, rain is horrible for some people.
Okay. Let's get to our contestant today. We've got Ernie in Tacoma. Ernie, are you there? Hey, Bert.
Yes, I am.
I'm sure you never heard that one before. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out Duff McKagan. He's going to be doing a show at the Showbox on June 16th.
Yeah.
Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want to see Duff McKagan, he'll be featuring Shooter Jennings, which is very cool. Tickets are available now at AXS.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Ernie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Ernie, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There are 10,560 feet in how many miles?
2 miles.
Yes.
4 miles.
What decade did the band The Rolling Stones form?
The 60s.
Yes. Monsters University was a prequel to which computer animated movie?
Monsters, Inc.
Yes. Which animal has the longest neck?
Giraffe.
Yes. What is South America's most populous country?
Cocaine. I don't know. Pass.
Sticky wicket is a term meaning a tricky situation that originated from what sport?
Sticky wicket. Baseball?
No.
Pass.
Which Marvel movie got a Best Picture Oscar nomination in 2018?
The Avengers.
No.
I don't know. Pass.
In the Peanuts comic, what soothing item did Linus carry?
A blanket.
Yes. Who was the longest-running late-night talk show host?
Johnny Carson.
No.
Who's that guy? I can't remember his name. Pass.
Well, out of time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. The longest, you said who was or who is? What was the question? Who was the longest-running late-night talk show host? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Jay Leno?
Nope. No, neither of those, but I think I know now. Yeah, well, don't say anything. Yeah. Steve's coming back in here. Steve will get it, yeah, but
he
Ernie,
probably will.
He will because I think that's going to be, yeah. Well,
That'll be his
I hope he
go-to.
ties me.
there you go. That's the way to go. That's it, Ernie.
Hey, Steve. Usually men don't say that to me, but
Hey, we should have the same size tie.
okay, fair enough.
And, okay. Steve, are you ready?
I don't know anymore.
What's happening?
There are 10,560 feet in how many miles?
1.
No.
2.
Yes. Good job, Steve.
In what decade did the band The Rolling Stones form?
In the 60s.
Yes. Monsters University is the prequel to which computer animated movie?
Monsters, Inc.
Yes. Which animal has the longest neck?
Anteater.
No.
Giraffe.
Yes. What is South America's most populous country?
I don't know. Peru.
No.
Spain.
No.
Mexico.
No. Sticky wicket is a term meaning a tricky situation that originated from what sport?
Cricket.
Yes. Which Marvel movie got a Best Picture Oscar nomination in 2018?
Black Panther.
Yes. In the Peanuts comic, what soothing item did Linus carry?
A blanket.
Yes. Who was the longest running late night talk show host?
Johnny Carson.
No.
David Letterman.
Yes. Who played Ted in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Alex Winter.
No.
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You win 9-5.
Ooh, working
Sorry,
9 to 5, Ernie.
Next time.
All right, buddy. Good
Next
for you.
time.
Take it easy, buddy. All right. I
He
give
won
it to
this
him.
time, yeah.
I got to give it to him.
Well, I mean, he won 9-5, so yeah, you have to give it to him.
That's exactly why I said I got to give it to him.
Whether you want to give it to me or not, I took it.
I don't think he deserves some of these songs he plays with some of the games, but this one he deserves.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, he's like, hey, you did decent on this one.
Like winning 3-1 or 4-2. I don't think that's simply the best moment. I think it's he squeaked by. Where's the squeak by winning song?
You always miss the South American ones because you always say stuff like Mexico and Spain.
Well, I don't know what's in South America.
Apparently. You did know Peru, so congratulations on that.
That's there. How about Brazil?
Yes, Brazil is the most populous country. It's also the biggest in area and
That's
usually
right.
the biggest in all of those things.
Pick your favorite country.
See, you try to remember, but I can ask this any other day and I'll be fine.
Yeah, he won't remember.
Congratulations, though. You did win with 9 correct.
Good job, Stevie. Caller number 9. Guess what? You're checking out Duff. Duff McKagan at the Showbox. Caller number 9, 206-421-ROCK. This is bizarre. You guys know the store Party City?
Yeah.
Yeah. They are having issues.
That's where I get my glow sticks.
Yeah, they're going to close down 45 stores and locations throughout the nation. They're originally based in New Jersey.
Okay.
The reason they're saying they got to close their stores down, helium shortage.
Yeah.
I went through
know,
this.
I didn't know there was a helium shortage.
It's been for a couple of years.
What? For a couple of years?
Yeah, because my
really?
friend had a party where she needed a bunch of balloons, and she's like, I wasn't about to rent a helium tank because it's way too expensive because of the helium shortage. So we had to pump them all by hand.
Well, I did experience this for Lily's birthday. I tried to go get her a bunch of balloons, and they were like, no, we're not doing any head orders. You have to come in and just hope that we have helium on her birthday.
I didn't know that there was a shortage of helium.
Yeah.
How do you have a shortage of it? I don't even know how helium it's put in a tank.
Good question. I don't know.
It's a gas.
But
Yeah.
how do we get it? And how do we put it in a tank?
helium is one of the elements. Like, isn't it something that's around, but we're just using too much of it?
It's a huge element.
Apparently, it's not cheaply, you can't cheaply make it.
Yeah.
So that's part of it, too.
I've never
And it's
once thought about how
non-renewable.
helium is put in or made or.
I mean, it is a natural thing, and I'm reading this article. It's the second most abundant element in the universe, but most of it is in our atmosphere and bleeds off into space. So we have, like Vicky said, there's an expensive process to get it to where we can use it. But so many people are using it. We are we used to be the world's largest helium producer, but lots of debts, I guess, storing the gas. And so the U.S. just started selling off its reserves, and they sold them off at low prices. Now we got none. Now the U.S. is in trouble. Yeah. So Party City, they tried to explain it on their website, and they used this really bad pun. They said, well, helium supply has always been a little up in the air. Hey. Yeah.
I'm offended by that joke. I'm never going to Party City again.
So Washington State, we're going to see some store closures.
That sucks.
I think there was one, or I don't know if there still was there, but I remember one in Factoria. I think that was a Party City in Factoria. Might have been one at Crossroads, too. Either way, we're going to lose them, buddy, because of the helium.
There was one in Tacoma that just went away recently, too.
What a weird reason to go out of business because of helium. I never thought about the fact that that's probably when they make a lot of money is from balloons and things like that.
Makes sense because you figure, okay, I mean, sure, I go in once in a while to get paper plates and the different things I need, but usually you don't need a specific type of color paper plate or whatever except for one occasion. So I never thought that really that's not a way they were making money, which is part of it.
Yeah, and most places like a Walmart or Target are going to carry a lot of that stuff anyway. So people are thinking, well, why do I have to go to a specialty store when I can go to the store I'm going to go to anyways?
So look at that, Walmart again.
I love Party City.
Take me down.
Like I just all going Lily likes to go there and just look at the Halloween costumes, especially around that time. And silly string, we need that all the time.
Well, now what are you going to do, Danny?
I don't know.
Now what are you going to do?
Just use Easy Cheese.
Yeah, that's actually a good
edible.
call. Yeah, tastes a lot better.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's really good for the environment.
So it says it's helium's a natural element. It's become very difficult to find in natural state. It's very expensive to produce. So it says it's essential in research, deep sea diving, magnetic resonance imaging, as well as balloons.
Ah, well, there you go.
Yeah. And they make your voice sound funny.
Yeah. Well, for the MRIs, we're going to need them. So I don't want anybody blowing up too many balloons because I might need an MRI soon.
Uh-oh.
You never know.
They're just planning on it.
I'm not getting any younger, Steve, so at some point they're going to throw me in that thing and go, oh, sorry, buddy, I had to have a balloon for Danny's birthday, so guess what? You're not going to get your head looked at. I don't need that in my life. Oh, yeah.
So it says it just recently cost me $6 to fill one balloon at Party City.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
Not worth it.
Yeah. Sarah loves those kind of balloons. Sorry, honey, no more. Over. All because of Vicky.
Yeah.
It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. This is where you get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 7799. Your calls, your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. Brought to you by Como 4 News. Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, man, it is your opportunity. You get on here. You start speaking what you want to speak. But Steve says this. When you do start speaking,
you have to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. Bit of do.
Goodbye, old friend.
Ooh, bit of do.
How about that? Just showing the worldly styles.
I had no idea that you were so cultured. Let's go to Marty in Algona. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Marty, you are on The Rock.
Good morning, BJ.
Good morning, Marty. Welcome to the show, sir. What you got?
Hey, so I wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about the loss of our beloved Party Cities and the helium shortage.
Oh, that's right. Party City's shutting down 45 stores, and they say because of this helium shortage that Vicky claims has been going on for a couple years now.
That's right. So first off, you guys were wondering about where helium comes from. Well,
Does it come from when a man and woman love each other very much? No.
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Right.
So when they do natural gas mining, it's actually a byproduct that's in the natural gas, and they extract it out and then liquefy it, and then it gets distributed, blah, 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 blah. So the thing with Party City, it's not that so much that there's a shortage of helium, even though there is, it's a finite resource. It's basically the gas suppliers have said, well, party balloons are essentially a waste of helium, and helium is very expensive and very limited, and we're just not going to sell it to you anymore. So it's not so much that they can't get it; it's just that they won't give it to them.
Well, they won't give it to them because there's a shortage, though, right? I mean, if they had an abundant supply, wouldn't they sell it to them?
Yeah, sure, but there's an order of precedence of who gets the helium first. So. First of all, the Bureau of Land Management is the overall controlling authority for...
I dropped out of college for a reason.
Yeah. It's
Monday and I'm hungover.
Here's the thing.
Sorry, it's no offense to the guy.
Here's what I'm going to say. I am going to help. I'm going to help guys out because I run into this a lot in the world of men and this area. We are a very educated area. We are not a super passionate area. What I mean is we don't wear our passion on our sleeves like the East Coast does. People are a lot more staid. The trouble is that you'll know this guy. There's a lot of them around there, and some women too. They are living Wikipedias that you never ask for them to spit out the information, but they've just decided that, oh, there's a human. I'm going to give you a Wikipedia page bit of information about something.
Well, I mean, we did ask. I guess we just didn't think
I didn't
that
ask for the Wikipedia.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. I asked, hey, I thought there was a shortage. Well, why wouldn't they sell it to him? And he could have just said, you're right. There is a shortage because they're last on the list to get it, and there isn't enough by the time it gets to them. That's the answer all you need to do. But people are so Wikipedia, and they don't know they're doing it.
Yeah.
They think they're conversing, and they're just speaking at someone. Guys.
Oh, yeah, the talking at people for nerdy stuff.
Oh, so he says, I wanted to hear that. I'm sorry. We'll get you his number. You guys can talk.
Yeah, seriously. Look it up on Wikipedia. You can find out if you want to. Feel free. Ask Alexa. She'll tell you this stuff.
Oh, speaking of Alexa, we've gotten some text messages from our earlier conversation about Alexa. Remember, I said I used to keep the Alexa on mute. But then I was like, well, what if they could still listen? Because there was a report of people at the offices could listen in on your Alexa if you have it on.
Right.
So I was like, all conspiracy theory. I'm like, all right, first on mute. Then I started getting paranoid. I'm like, what if they could still listen on mute? So I just unplugged it, and I only plug it in when I need it.
All right.
Somebody says, take it from a programmer. Even on mute, anyone can listen to your conversations on any of these smart devices.
Oh, boy.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, here's what I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know my phone... I know my phone's picking stuff up. Rev just said in the hall, and I don't know if it's because he said it to me or it was the conversation we had, but both Rev and I are getting ads on Facebook for manscaping.
Yes.
All because of last week's conversation.
Targeted ads. I'm getting like emails in my Gmail account for promotions, giving me deals.
No, you're not.
I swear. Even on Twitter, getting Twitter promoted ads, and they're not subtle.
No, they really talk about your boys.
And this is because that guy called in about proper ways to shave his boys. And since then, you guys are now getting targeted ads.
I showed you mine. I showed you my targeted, and so
I'm not getting any targeted ads for nut shavers.
So
Manscaped has just infected my feed.
So is it because our phones picked it up?
Yeah. Of course. There's supposedly a type of program that can hear for keywords on your phone, and then that's how the targeting advertising happens. It's not like a dude, rumor has it, not, who knows now. Conspiracy theory heads are probably going to be like, there's somebody listening at all times who just types it in and feeds it to you. But supposedly there's programs that can pick up certain words that you say, and they're like, oh, they just talked about nut shaving. I should send them some ads about that.
Yeah.
Also, I will say Manscaped is a great company. I use them.
Manscaped?
Oh, Manscaped.
Manscaped.com.
They're the ones that I'm getting all of the ads for.
They have
Maybe it's Danny that's putting it into your phone.
Danny.
You're welcome.
Now, Danny, I want to ask you, and Vicky, I want to ask you, because you guys are a different generation. Then Steve and Rev, I want to ask you, because you guys are also a different generation. I'm a boomer. Steve and Rev are millennial, Generation Xers, and of course, Danny and Vicky are millennials. Do you care that basically you are having a conversation, next thing you know, you're getting ads on your other stuff, based on your phone being tapped into? Do you care?
It's one of those, I use Facebook, and so it's kind of part of their thing, so I can't get mad at this free service for doing what they're doing because I'm choosing to be on this. However, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where more of that could happen.
But your phone, right now you're having a conversation,
yes.
right? Your phone's picking stuff up that will then link to other stuff that you're involved in. But do you care if that your phone basically is just...
It's my phone. It's going to do that. I've kind of accepted it.
So you don't care. Dan, you the same way?
No, I don't care at all.
But I'm also not going to get other stuff to do it.
Give me more ads. I want all the ads for everything.
How about you, Rev? How about you, Steve?
It's a little bit bothering to me. Just because it's everything's listening. I remember a time when stuff like that wasn't spying on me, and now it's just commonplace.
Now, Steve, I know you're afraid of Skynet, so I think this probably really bothers you.
It honestly doesn't bug me one bit.
You're afraid the robots are going to take over. How does this not bother you? Step one to
sometimes
this.
I forget cool things I want to buy, and then I get these advertisements. I'm like, oh, sweet, I should get that. Right now, I have the first targeted ad that shows up on my Facebook is from Backblade. It says, what are you waiting for? Your back isn't automatically going to shave itself. Don't be an ape. Shave your own back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to get that.
That's what I mean. If I didn't get this advertisement, I wouldn't have thought that I needed it. But I probably talked about my hairy back once, and it's like, you know what, Steve? You need Backblade.
See, my problem with it is when they give you all of the ads and stuff after you've bought something.
They should figure that out.
That's the one thing I have. It's like, you're spying on me on the wrong time here, guys, because I've already bought this and I don't want it anymore.
See, I'm getting a bunch of sponsored ads directed towards me about jewelry, rings and wedding rings specifically, and I think it's because all my friends are getting married right now, and so now that I'm talking, let me see your ring. I'm getting ads for rings. Or maybe my grandmother or my mother are sending this to the company and getting them to try to get me motivated to get married. I don't know.
It's definitely generational because I do not like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. It's
My
so
wife
fun.
hates it too. She's like, how do I shut this off?
Oh, wow. And she's actually a millennial. So
Yeah, she's not feeling it.
Yeah. I don't like it because I saw the movie Minority Report and I thought it was the weirdest thing ever. That was the Tom Cruise movie where they walked into a store, their eyes got scanned, and then they were all shown personal ads based on their buying history that they could tap into. And I thought, oh, that's really creepy. And that's what it's becoming. But I think I'm going to have to get used to it because if Danny and Vicky don't care, and if they're typical for their generation, it's just going to get more and more the way we do things. I guess when
someone says I get nothing but Viagra ads. What does that say about me?
Well, you're talking about Viagra too much.
Or either that, you're getting some action, and it feels like whether you need it, you're going to need to always be ready.
Aaron from Everett agrees with you. We're living in Minority Report, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And a millennial just texted in saying, "I've come to terms with it." Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bug me because it's just Facebook. I mean, I'm not like getting a phone call from a company because I talked about it. If it's already getting like intrusive in that way, or like a text message, I'd be like, okay, this is a little weird.
Well, what do you think those robocalls are? Just you're not answering them, but there's still those advertisements.
That's a good point. What if I answer and the guy's like, I know you have a hairy back?
Yeah, he does.
Thanks for the nightmares.
The idea of intrusive advertising, because Steve, we were having a conversation off air about how you went online and you actually just went, okay, I'm going to use this particular service. Next thing you know, you just got peppered by that company.
Oh,
they wouldn't leave you alone because
myself and Castle are going through that. Yeah,
and it was like, look, if I wanted to use you guys, I would call you, but you guys keep calling me and calling me and calling me because I went online to your website. That was dumb of me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I went online, I filled out something just to get some information. It was like a financial thing, right? I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to completely dime the place out, but it says enter your number to get the results. So I'm like, okay, whatever, fine. And you fill in all this information. As soon as I hit send, and all of a sudden, phone call, text message, email. Didn't answer at first. I was busy. So I was like, okay, I'll call them tomorrow. I was planning on using this company. I was like, I'll just call them tomorrow and get all that information. That day alone, I had 7 text messages, 8 phone calls, and 3 emails.
That's insane.
And I'm just
insane.
like, dude, no chill? Like, relax the F off, man. Like, seriously.
At least I give you props for using your own phone number. Some guy named James, I don't know who the hell he is, gives my phone number.
That's a great idea.
Anywhere.
I should have done that.
I got like 2 text messages and like 3 phone calls today for like, hey, would you like more information about this loan stuff? I'm like, and it says his name, James. I'm like, no, I don't. Stop. For years now. And lately it's been even more. Like the last couple months.
I got to do that to you now.
Yeah, we got to use Vicky's number.
I should have done it next time.
Well, guess what I'm going to do now? Tell you guys.
Oh, wait a minute.
Putting your number.
It got to the point where I had to block all the numbers they were calling from, and because it was different numbers, but it was like the same, like 3 or 4 numbers. Block all the texts. Put a filter on the emails. Like they became the psycho ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, just bugging me, and I'm just, please, if I want to use you, I'll get to you on my own time.
How does that make?
And Castle was complaining about it just the other day, and I'm like, oh, you were dealing with that too. That's fun.
And I know this company that you're talking about, and they are on the level of, I would say, success that they should know better. Mm-hmm. How do they think this is a good way to get business by just annoying the hell out of somebody? And in your case, they annoyed you so much you were going to, but now not going to use their business.
After one day, I decided I'm not using this place. Yeah. They're just bothering me too much.
So it's either A, they don't know what they're doing, or B, Steve, it doesn't matter how many people they annoy, their strategy works enough to make them a profit.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Which to me,
it's too aggressive.
If that's the way business is evolving, that we are just going to annoy the hell out of the general amount of people, but we still can make money, how is that good for society when you're making everybody miserable? Because does it put you in a good mood when you get 7-8 texts and phone calls?
Every time I'd see the phone ring, I'm like, oh, F you.
Yeah, see?
And ignore.
That's the ugly side of capitalism. You know, I am surely not endorsing us to change the way we do business as far as like, socialism or communism. But when capitalism doesn't have a heart, when it just says, I don't care, I'm going to make money and make everybody miserable, that's when I think, someone's got to say no. You got to figure it out.
Yeah, and I got to imagine it's like a program that whenever you type it in, it just gets alerted to all their, I guess, the salespeople, and it's blood in the water, and they're all calling, trying to get your business.
I hate that.
Yeah, you'd think like, okay, 1 or 2 times, sure, but 7-8 times in one day?
Yeah, that's bad.
It's terrible.
You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's listeners on the loose, 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Your calls, your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, Mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody wants to know, what was Vicky B doing down in Yelm over the weekend? I saw her at a flower shop down there.
You were in Yelm?
Charlie and
Yeah.
It's way south of where you usually...
It took me 2 hours to get home yesterday. My aunt, a lot of my family lived down there, and so that's where my grandma was staying, because she alternates between all the uncles and aunts and stuff. And for Mother's Day, she wanted to go check out the flowers, because that's her new hobby, is gardening. So for Mother's Day, we took my grandmother down to the nursery, and we bought more flowers than we can fit into the car. I had to drive on the way back home with this giant hanging basket of flowers, because we did not plan ahead.
So you went all the way to Yelm for the flowers?
Well, for Grandma and the flowers.
Yeah.
But yes, actually, I was very excited because, I'm getting real thrifty now. So for the same hanging basket in Bellingham, I saved like $70. So I was very excited.
Nice.
Oh, look at you. Oh, so you got something for you?
Well, yes.
Oh.
For the house that I'm hopefully buying.
Oh, here we go. So it wasn't
I know.
just for Grandma.
What a year this is becoming for Vicky.
I know.
She's going to be a homeowner. She's like a foster mom or something.
My
Foster
whoring
sister.
days have kind of,
She's
gone down.
She's trying to settle down and find a normal person that's not going to send dong pics right off the get-go.
Yeah, and not make me a teddy bear out of his old shirts.
Yeah.
It's a simple request.
Just a simple request.
Don't make shirts teddy bears out of shirts, and don't send dong pics on the first encounter.
Yeah. Be a cool person.
That's not, yeah. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, it's easier to buy a second house than that.
Yeah.
I just text someone says, I just started getting manscaping ads last week, too. Maybe it's because I was live streaming through radio.com.
Yeah,
Probably so.
Wouldn't be surprised. So that's a keyword, manscape.
Manscaped.
That's a keyword.
Now I probably have it on mine. Damn it.
If you don't get it on yours, Steve, I'm going to be like, whatever. You got the back hair, but not the man. Now, I said
And
back
I got
hair.
the bald head one, too. I got that one.
Oh, yeah, you
that
got all
one has
that.
been in just nonstop advertising to me, that bald shaver thing.
I mean, I will tell you this. I get nothing but Star Trek Discovery, and you guys, and I know I talk about that show a lot, so all I see is every damn Star Trek group there is out there.
Yep.
It's all that shows up on my Facebook feed now, and I'm just like, I'm not joining these groups. I don't want to talk to these people. They're all complaining about the show. I don't want to do that.
So it says, they just texted at 77999. That Instagram pic of BJ and Miggs as chicks is weird. What's even weirder is I kind of have the hots for Steve now, LOL. Have you seen what Danny did?
No, what did you do, Danny? What did he do?
He used the Instagram
There you go.
Snapchat filter. The Snapchat filter to turn us into women.
Yes.
Whoa.
Actually are kind of cute, Steve.
All right, nice. See,
Yeah.
my wife didn't
As a
think
gal.
so.
Steve, you
she
look like,
sent a screenshot of that. She's like, man.
There's a certain category on adult sites that you can go to that they have all the equipment you have, but look like that. That's what you look like.
Like a blow-up doll thing, or like one of those virtual dolls?
No, I'm saying there's a certain category of I don't even think I don't know if it's PC anymore to say the word.
Probably
Lady
not.
boys?
Well, I don't think Lady Boys is PC.
Actually, in Thailand, it is.
Yeah, it's
but we're not in Thailand. Vicky.
Yeah, we
We're in
are.
No,
America.
that's the actual term.
Well, Steve, you looked like what Vicky just said.
okay.
Yeah, that's what me. I just look like a guy who put a wig on an ugly person.
Yeah,
So is it the Snapchat's got both? They've got a female filter and a man filter. Because I've seen some women post
have us in
pictures.
a man filter so we can look manly for a change.
Yeah, I wonder what I would look like in a man filter.
I look just like my brother. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Oh, there you are. Oh,
whoa, that is-
I look exactly like my brother, just
That
with a nose ring.
So that's what they did. Those are both.
That's
Whoa.
female to dude on the Snapchat.
That's trippy.
Yep. That's
Well, so far on the Instagram poll that we put up, because
so you asked a question.
I did. There's a poll
you
on
win.
the KISW Instagram. You can go and vote who makes the prettier girl.
Oh, Steve wins.
So far, Steve is winning 93% to 7%.
I'm a hotter chick.
Who's the 7% that thinks I'm hot?
They're probably like blind people. Or
Yeah, you're probably right. They got issues.
It's also on the BJ and Miggs Facebook page if you
All
want to
right.
go check it out.
That is creepy looking, though.
Yeah, it is. But Steve, you do. You know what? I think that people that would be into Vicky's Thailand expression would probably choose you, Pikachu, just like that.
But thank you.
Yeah,
I'm honored, actually.
I did the girl filter and I just basically look like Vicky.
Yeah.
That was weird. You
That
do
was
look
so-
a
I
lot
haven't
like
seen
Vicky.
Danny. Where's Danny's picture?
Danny's the one on the left.
That is so weird, Danny.
So you know.
I even put like a fake lip ring in to make it even more weird.
Danny, that's nuts.
Yeah.
You actually. Yeah, you don't look too bad as a girl.
Hey, thanks.
You know what? You actually look like somebody I know.
Oh, Vicky.
That is
Vicky,
weird.
yeah, we know her
No,
too.
there's another girl that actually he even looks more like than what he looks like. That's bizarre. Damn. Wow. All right. Well, yeah, check it out. Is it Instagram?
Yep.
Instagram filter?
It's everywhere.
All right. Put it on yourself. See what you look like as either a guy or a girl, depending on which way. I just wonder if the guy filter would actually finally make me look like a man. I have to try it out.
Make you more masculine.
Yeah. So listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I also want to know if we've seen those new theaters where they now have double beds instead of seats, and what do we think about those?
Yeah, I have seen
BJ just showed it to me.
I have a picture. I showed him. It is trippy. So I know in Bellevue now, and probably some other places, but Bellevue's got the Cinemark Deluxe Theater where there are maybe 8 seats in an entire row, and they lean back and they're cushy, and you also have a table for food that they'll bring to you. And
see, I stay away from those because they seem like they're way too comfortable seats, because I would probably fall asleep in those seats.
Now, these are basically just like double beds, but they're together, so you could raise and lower your own side of the bed, if you will, to watch the movie. But they are beds. They're bed pods in a movie theater. You really believe it's not about sleeping. You think that these are there for one reason.
Well, I don't think it's the one reason, but I do think that there are going to be some people trying to get it on in these beds.
So apparently it's in Switzerland, and it cost almost $50 for a ticket.
For one ticket?
Yeah.
Did they let you at least sleep like?
Well, you should be allowed to bone if you're paying that kind of cash.
Agreed.
At that point,
they should put up little walls, like the bone walls.
And they do. Well, this is kind of nice,
Bone
though.
wall.
They give you fresh sheets, and you enjoy unlimited snacks delivered to your seat. Okay, for $50, I might do that.
But see, there's no toilet. That's my problem.
Oh, that's your problem.
Well, they are fresh sheets. I mean, I guess had an accident.
That's my problem with all those fancy places that will feed you, is that I don't need any more liquids. That's my problem.
Just eat the snacks. Stay dehydrated.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what I got to do.
I wonder how many times I'm going to have to wake people up, though. Because I would just be way too comfortable if I'm lying on a bed watching a movie. I'm going to pass out.
Unless they'll let us spend the night. How much does it cost to spend the night there? It's like a movie hotel.
What if this becomes like the place that like you get like an escort or a hookup, and then that's where you go because you just don't want to drop the coin at a hotel? And now that
watch a nice movie.
I mean, I feel like they have like the hourly hotels that are cheaper than this.
I don't know.
You would think.
But at least here, you're getting fresh sheets.
That's true.
That's a good point. Plus, you're getting to watch a good movie. That way, if one of the parties is bored because the other one's just not getting it, doing it the right way, but you've been paid, you can watch a movie while you're getting paid.
That seems so weird to have a bed.
Yeah, it really is, because it's a dark theater. You're prone to fall asleep and everything. This is a bad thing for you.
Oh, I'd be out like a light.
Yeah. But check them out. Go to Switzerland. So listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I was wondering if we saw that Russell Wilson and also, I lost it, but one of the other, Mike Davis from the Seahawks, both bought their moms new homes on Mother's Day from Marty and Yelm.
Wow. Joey, Sarah, do you see the example that this is what I'd hoped for you two, that someday you would buy me a new home?
It's crazy because I don't know if Rev has the audio.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because apparently Russell's mom, when she saw it, legitimately almost peed herself.
Oh!
And I think even says, I'm going to pee myself. So this is pretty epic that she had no idea, because they walk up to the house, I guess if they're just going to visit the house. It's like, and I'm sure we could post a video. And then they just bust on her and say, hey, this house is yours.
Whoa!
Yeah, I got the audio right here.
Let's check it out.
It's your house. Open the door.
It's Ryan. No! Are you serious? Are y'all serious? For real? Carmen!
Try it. See if it works.
For real? Congratulations. Oh my God, I never peel myself. Oh my God! No, you're taking the film for this. That's not funny. No.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic.
What a cool moment to be able to just buy your mom or your dad a house.
Yep. That's how things have been going.
See, that's the dream for me. Like, I want to be able to buy them everything they need so they can just chill. One day.
Yeah. Would you go teach my children that?
No, they don't listen to me.
Yeah. Well, how funny if they actually end up buying their mom a house in California, but not you. Wouldn't that suck?
No, wouldn't that suck? Not really. I mean,
I know Sarah.
It's she's
angry at your mom.
Yeah, she probably would.
Or her mom. I'm so confused.
I can't imagine Joey D's would do that, though. I don't know if Joey would take the time. No, I don't think he'd take the time to go look for a house and all that. No.
That would be the ultimate. If I could, luckily my parents have a house that they're happy in, but I would love to be able to just pay it all off.
Yeah, what do you say if you like your house? And you're the guy going, I don't want to move here.
Well, based on her reaction, I think she likes this new house.
Yeah, it looked
pretty
legit.
cool with it.
I didn't see a whole lot of it, but it looked legit. But you got your neighborhood, your friends, whatever. I mean, they got to make the right choice.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, good job, Russell. Yeah. See, with his money though, I'd be like, why didn't you buy me a beach house? See, that's
right.
That's what I'd be doing. Like,
So don't buy BJ anything ever.
Yeah. It's like, well, why didn't you get me something better?
Well,
Right.
seriously,
You have $140+ million in the bank account.
yeah, give me the beach house.
Is
Don't
this
be,
the view you got me? Really? You don't
Exactly.
love your mother?
I
Yes.
birthed you.
Yes, I would definitely be saying that if you're Russell. It's Russell Wilson money. He just got paid, girl. Richest
If you're a
quarter.
mother, you just love your son for, doing a good job.
No, that's not what you do. You tell your kid you're the richest quarterback in the NFL, and this is the house you get me.
Come back to me when you give me a nicer
Yeah,
house.
get out of here. You know what? You think Aaron Rodgers would give his mother this piece of crap? Get me a beach house, bitch.
Let's say, can we get Russell Wilson's mom in here to teach you how to be?
No, I think someone's got to teach her how to be
No.
richest quarterback, and you didn't have. I don't even know if they got a view.
It looks like a nice house. I don't even know what the hell you're
It looks
talking
like it's in a
about.
regular neighborhood to me. First of all,
regular neighborhood?
Yeah, if you drive up to it, there should be a gate. There should be a gate.
That
Where's
might
the
actually
gate?
be part of the house, too. There might be, the gate might be further down the street.
No, he didn't buy it.
You don't know.
That's just a regular neighborhood right there, Vic.
You don't know.
That's BS.
It has a nice door.
Yeah.
The door's nice.
Yeah,
door's
that's a
nice.
garage. That's not another house. That's the freaking garage. It's huge.
That's actually that's a garage. That's not another house.
Yeah.
That's like a 3-4 car garage.
See, it's starting to get nicer now, huh?
All right.
BJ?
Well, I want to see the back. I want to see what the view is.
Oh my
Let's
goodness.
see the view. It's getting a little better.
Ungrateful BJ.
What do Ryan Castle and pancakes have in common?
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you at 9:49 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. He's the drunk in charge. Now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and pancakes have in common?
My nickname used to be Hotcakes.
All right.
I missed that nickname.
That's actually the nickname I have for Sarah.
Hotcakes?
Yeah.
Because
She doesn't like it when I call her hun, so I'm like, how about hotcakes? And she's like, I like it.
And then when she gets drunk, it's hot mess.
Yes.
Which is also why I don't use that nickname anymore.
Okay.
Somebody says they're both referred to as flapjacks.
Oh, that's it. Gotta love the old flapjacks.
Miggs adds his own blueberries to both.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Okay.
Sauce.
Yum. Well, yesterday, of course, was Mother's Day. IHOP, a great restaurant.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fighting on that one. Yeah.
No. Please
Okay.
continue.
It was my father's favorite. I would suppose that I can't really disagree with questioning where to eat. How about that?
They have pancakes.
Yeah, they do. So they had a tweet, which was a sonogram picture that showed a stack of pancakes instead of a fetus.
What?
Which I think is actually awesome.
It's a food baby.
It says, if you have pancakes in your tum-tum, does that make you a pancake mum-mum? That's what they said at IHOP. Are you sure you don't love these guys, Ryan?
How high is their marketing department?
Oh, very high. Yeah. Congratulations, IHOP.
Oh, there it is, the ultrasound. That's kind of funny.
It's my pancake food baby.
Love that. Ryan Castle, he's got a 12-pack. It might be a pancake food, baby. It's coming up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I think all of us had a mom in our neighborhood that was really hot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's a Stacy's mom kind of thing. That's where the MILF thing comes from for me, is that I remember growing up going, whoa.
Mrs. Kavuda.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
What?
That was really specific.
That was
Steve.
very specific.
And very quick on that response.
Is she still kicking?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I'll Facebook message her daughter and say, hey, is your mom still alive? She'll remember me.
Oh, dear.
There was a kid that was walking by her house every 5 minutes with a math book in front of him.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.